Just one sec. You're recording.
Oh my gosh, you guys, so excited for Real People, Real Results, and Mercy to share with you all of this rich information of how to make that switch into moving somebody and not knowing what to say. You want to throw up on somebody, but you want to share Isagenix with them. And Mercy, this was the missing link for Mercy. Having this tool in Real People, Real Results was kind of like her having the key in the car, but this was it to turn the ignition. So Mercy, I've been an honor since January to birth this business with you. We always talk about birthing a baby. It's been almost 9 months here, and her business is just booming. So Real People, Real Results has been a wonderful, wonderful tool to allow the product experience. So Mercy, thank you so much for being on the call today, and cannot wait to learn from you. I'm going to be taking notes.
Oh my goodness, Emily, are you kidding? You have been my mentor. In fact, I mean, it's not just Emily, it's absolutely this whole team. Everybody, every time I'm on one of these calls, you all are brilliant. I learn from everyone all the time. And I'm looking at all of you right now, St. Louis and not St. Louis area. So thank you so much. I'm really excited. So last week, not only did I go director, but I had my very first 5-cycle bonus. I was so excited. And I feel like Oprah. I'm so excited. And then this week, Emily, with the help of Emily and the help of actually a whole bunch of my team members, we did second round of the 5-cycle bonus. So very excited about that. Thank you. And so, I mean, this business is really picking up. And when Emily says 9 months, it started in January, and then we're in September now, and that is month 9. So it really is a 9-month process, even though we all know as the women, it's actually 10 months. But
it was part-time consistency is what you've been giving it. Mm-hmm.
It is. Definitely, you're working on it all the time, as well as other things as well. So anyway, so the turning point for me was listening on a Tuesday night or Monday night phone call. And they were talking about Facebook and utilizing Facebook. And I said, oh my goodness, this is it. This is absolutely what I've been looking for. Because to send somebody through the process of here's some email links or here's a phone call, I don't know what to say, I'm new at this business, I'm by myself. And the Facebook made it, wait a second, these are all the people I already know. I've already built these relationships. I can just pop them in and I can have assistance. And this big team that I have going is really supporting my business. So it's not reliant upon me or always picking on one person on my team to say, hey, do you think you can get on a phone call for the third-party endorsement? So when Facebook came around and they explained how Real People, Real Results was the crux of building your business, I was on board, and I called Emily and I said, Emily, this is it. It's absolutely everything we've been looking for. I do have a background in social media, so it did make a lot of sense to me. So the very first thing that I started doing was to reach out to people that I was very conscious of. These are people that I thought to myself, they would be interested. This is not just going down a list and going A, B, C, or Z, X. I can't even do it backwards. I'd fail one of those tests. But this is something that I'm thinking of my friends. Not only am I thinking of my people because it's not up to me only, but I'm also looking through the Facebook posts of the people that I see and what's going on in their lives at that time. Because as you all know, it's not simply about connecting with someone. It's about connecting with someone on their right time, not our right time, their right time. So if they're talking about how stressed they are, they're talking about how they want out of their business, if they're talking about, man, I just want to lose some weight, if they're talking about, I'm about to start a race, or I'm a runner, or I'm doing this and my time was that, these are the people that we need to connect with. So, you're really being very mindful, and I know Trevi would love that term, very mindful of the people that you are connecting with. So the very first thing to do is not to take it onto their page, but to take it into a private message. Something where you're talking your language, not Heidi's language, not Donna's language, but your language about how to connect with someone. I thought of you because of this, or I've noticed that. You know, would you be interested in looking? It's not, would you be interested in buying? It's interested in looking into this. Just take a peek. Just see if it's a match, because I cannot, and basically the idea, you don't say it, I am not in the business of convincing you. I am in the business of helping and supporting you and seeing if this is a match, because I thought of you. So once they say yes, I mean, then it's game on. This is so much fun. It's game on. Then you ask them a little bit about, you know, I know you and you know you, but I don't want to speak for you. What is the one thing that you're most interested in? There's 4 main reasons why people want to use the product for themselves. There's energy, there's weight loss, there's performance, and there's healthy aging. Now, you might know that they need to lose weight, or you might think that they need to lose weight, but don't put that first. Put something else first than weight loss, because you don't want them to look into the reasons. When they get into the Real People, Real Results, you pop them in, and how you do that is on one of the sides, you will put it, look for their name. You already have to be friends with them, which is you are looking at, you're already, okay, I'm getting distracted because of the screen. You are adding them into the side. You're already friends with them, and you'll add them in. And then you'll create a welcome post. Now, these welcome posts that are available to us are fantastic. But again, make sure that they are in your language, not my language, not Emily's language, not Heidi's language, but your language. If it's a boy, you probably want to keep it short. As you know, boys like to, you know, less is more. And women do like a lot more adjectives, etc. Tendency does not mean it's all the time. So plug them in and make sure that you tag their name. If you do not tag their name, they're most likely not going to see it. We have had, every once in a while, Facebook is always changing. And so this process, again, we might have to do more videos on how we are plugging people into Real Results. They're not seeing things just because you're commenting on them. You can't necessarily look them up in your search bar. Make sure that you tag their name. Make it seem a little bit more towards them. For example, Laura, I might say to you, Laura has been on a path, and she's had some path of health, and she's had some health problems. I might not say exactly what it is. I might say something, I might not. It just depends on how sensitive she is towards it. And make sure right now, make sure that you are tagging at least 5 of your teammates, at least 5, because we all know we're all busy. This is harvest season right now, and we're all super busy with what's going on. So tag people in the tagging area. And if you cannot do it, you can tag them into the comments, or you can even tag them right into if you click on the right post, Heidi, if you'll do that, you'll see the right post. I'll see when she's there. Okay. You'll see an area where you can tag people, some of your teammates. So especially if I know that there's someone who is, maybe they are above 40 and they want to get in really good shape, I know that there's somebody on my team that is also on their journey to being in better shape. As you can see, there's a little area down at the bottom that has a plus and a person. So you can tag them. So Heidi, Emily, you can tag different people in there. Once you release this, and make sure right now we're not allowing videos to be in this, but pictures. There's a lot of good pictures that are out there. There are some informational pictures. There are also motivational pictures. Think about your person and what it is that they are looking for, what sort of information, but keep it very general. Then when the post goes off and you have to wait for an admin to release it, Once it does come back to you, you will be notified. This is a great time to go into your notifications, and up in the upper right-hand corner of your notifications, there's a little caret that comes down, and you can see that. You can save your post there, so you always have the ability to look back and you can find it again. Once it comes back, that's a great place to put in a video that most resonates with them. So somebody who might want weight loss, who's, you know, Are You Toxic might be a good video. Are You Toxic is a video that a lot of people do share. So check out to see if anybody has already posted for you, and share, and, you know, don't post something that's already been. After, you'll have a few people who are going to be posting on this, but they might not know that they need to until you put into the private message group area. So there's different groups that are around. So let's look at the ISA Dream Team. You have names only. So you will plug in, yep, there we go, names only. You will plug in, if you look at the example right here, Angela has RPRR. That stands for Real People, Real Results. Very short information to give to the team. This group is made up of business builders, people who want to help your business and people who need help with theirs. RPRR, Real People, Real Results, then the person's name, then what goal it is that they have. So she wants weight loss and better health. You'll notice down below you have Rita, who has FS. That means fresh start. That is someone who has already gone for it. They are so excited about getting their pack, fresh start, then their name, then which pack it is that they purchased. You could also give them a little bit of extra information, just like this is the most perfect group chat right now that I see anyway. So thank you all for giving those. She's also given a little bit of extra information so that maybe if there is someone in the group who is also an RN who could share their experience and really make them feel connected. Because as you remember, when you first started with Isagenix, the hardest part, besides the cleanses, was to wait for your pack. You had just handed over all this money. You don't know what to expect. You have no idea. You can't wait. The days seem to drag on to what seems like a week. And here you are. Now you're connecting to all these people and feeling as though you have a lot of support before you even get your box. So this is the best time to really connect to a lot of people and make them feel as though they are welcome, they are supported, they're going to do great. That way you're getting off to a good start. Now, the work is not done. However, it is still, it's definitely going on its own, because they're going to explore this page, hopefully. They're going to probably see a lot of testimonials. They'll probably see a lot of information, like 10% off we just had this week. So everybody can keep posting and everyone can tag different things. We have Lynn Hagedorn, who has a great understanding the cleansing process. If you notice, a lot of this information is repetitive. They will show information and then let it go through a process and then show it another time. I love some of those ones that say why you can't afford it, and they break it down into text about affording different things.
And
I'm sorry?
Oh, just really quick, I just wanted to say, you're doing such an amazing job.
Okay.
I love it. And I just wanted to say, you know, as you said, I used to think when I first got into Isagenix, oh my God, there's a million different things. There's really a few pertinent things that are all on this tracking sheet said a million different ways.
Yes, and that's important. So
and if we get to this, Mercy's going over getting your prospect educated and engaged. And next week, we're going to be training on our Monday call on the fortunes and the follow-up. And this is like a really great follow-up, follow-up video to include in a private message or text. explaining the cleansing process. So this all works synergistically together, just like our products. And now,
No, that is actually perfect, because follow-up happens even while you're engaging in the first place. Everything that we do, if we can be repetitive to them, but not making it look like repetitive, is perfect. It's awesome. So if I saw this video of Lynn Hagedorn and I thought immediately, oh, this is perfect for someone, a prospect that I just placed, I am going to tag their name underneath. This is perfect for them because I want to provide information, but I do not want to overwhelm them. So it just depends on your person. If they're eager to eat the information, then give it to them. But if they're tentative, just provide the information that is most pertinent to their life at that moment. Maybe later on that they'll be more interested or have more time, etc. That would be important. My dog is eating. So Aria, come. I'm sorry to do that right now. She's eating something she's not supposed to. Come. I don't want you to have problems. There we go. So getting them engaged and getting them information is not just up to you. That's the beauty of everything. This is up to everyone. However, it's not your team's responsibility to follow up and to do everything, you know, to keep your business going. But the beauty is this is not your business only. This is our business. So let the team work. When in the tracking sheet, you'll notice we've added a few things, a few items, and this is something that Heidi and I discussed the other day. One of the things that we added was more of a timeline about what it is that we're doing. So you'll notice under Stop Selling, Start Connecting, you have Marketing Monday. Do you have to do this on a Monday? No. Your timeline is your timeline. However, it shows you what you're doing on one day. Okay, so the timeline of that and where it's probably best. Marketing Monday, invite them to take a look, plug in that date. So the prospect will have their name go under the prospect's name. The invitation to take a look, plug in that. They might not respond that day, which is why you do have some more. You have the next column over, which is add and welcome. It might happen the same day, it might not. Add and welcome them to RPRR. So you'll plug in a date. That's all we're looking for is dates.
And Mercy, when you do this, I just loved talking to you on Saturday when you explained how you're doing this. Instead of having this long, like endless prospecting sheet, you're printing this out. Is that right? Every week?
I keep it digital.
Oh, you do?
Digital, but you can print this out, and that works just great too. But I keep everything digital, so I can find it on my iPhone. I can find it anywhere.
And just to let you know, guys, if you want to keep it digital, you download it here. This is just a PDF right here that you can print out. So I almost do everything digital, and I might switch to digital, but I actually print this out once a week. And I try to do, say 12 people a week, and put them through this process. And, like Mercy said, we put a date right here as we do each step, so we don't forget anything. Okay, go ahead, Mercy.
Exactly.
Mercy, you might just be saying this now, but what I loved was that evolution, probably about 3 months in, you had this huge long list, and it was like exhausting. Yeah. And so what Mercy ended up doing was going, this has got to happen for a week. So now she's taking it sheet by sheet, week by week, to keep her even more organized than this already is. So that's how this evolved for her.
Yeah, that's exactly it. So here's the thing. We're trying to get rid of the residue of our bodies with this product, right? And I was finding that with this huge long list, I was never releasing the toxins of the people who were never following up. I was never getting rid of them. So I had this huge brain and really this short list of all these people I was working with. So I decided I'm taking control of my own business, and I am going to plug in people's name, and they're working them through the entire week. And if they say yes somewhere closer to the next week, I'll work them the next week after that. I won't do that week in particular, because once I put this whole sheet to bed, it's up to them to come back to me. It's not up to me to come back to them. So I want to make sure that I start and finish, and then the residue is gone. I don't have to think about what happened to this person, what happened to that person. Now the follow-up Friday, this is me. Sometimes some people are fast and sometimes people are slow. So I might put one sheet to bed, and then the following week, because they had a busy week, come back to the follow-up Friday and work the sheet before. Does that make sense to everybody? I want to make sure that they had time to look at it, and I'm not making them feel as though they're rushed and they're, stressing them out, because the business of Isagenix, the products, are about no stress. This makes your life easier and better and everything. So I want to brand even the process as easy and stress-free. So that's what I'll do there. Hopefully that makes sense.
Mercy, perfect sense. I'm wondering, I can stop my share. Would you bring up an example, your live sheet that you showed me on Saturday?
I will, yes.
Okay, good. I think this will help everybody. Hold on, now I have to figure out how to.
Okay, I'm going to request control.
Approve. Okay.
Okay. Oh, I can't do that. You have to take it. Okay. I think you have to take it away.
I think I did.
Okay, good. Can you all see, hang on just a sec. Can you see my screen? It has a whole bunch of everything all over. It's terrible.
Not yet.
My Facebook. Okay. Hang on. I will get it in just a second.
No, this just was so helpful for me because, again, I think we're also visual, and to see Mercy's process and how she has it organized is just really magic. Here we
Okay. Go. Okay, good. Okay, so
where is that sheet?
I'm sorry?
Where can we get a copy of that sheet? I'm sorry if you said that already.
No, you will actually. Heidi did say it. However, Heidi will go over it again in just a minute.
Okay,
let me just
thank
show you the sheet first, and then we'll go over it again. But yes, good question, because when we're trying to listen, sometimes we don't hear everything.
Mhm.
I know that for me. Okay, so a past tracking sheet. Let me show you what I was doing. This is what I was doing, and this is why it's crazy. All those colors are all the people that red might be. They're kind of hot. They really want the business. The blue are people who purchased, notes on the side, etc. And then the sheet goes down and down and down, and there's a lot of empty space, etc. Some people never get back to me. So I said, okay, enough of that. So I started a new sheet. And my sheet now looks a lot more like, let's just pick this one out. Looks a lot more like this. Wait. Oh, no, that's not even a good one. Let me show you a good one. This should be a good one, because I even have, Heidi has some days in here, but I have Marketing Monday, Transformation Tuesday, Wellness Wednesday, Three-Way Thursday, and Follow-Up Friday. Sometimes I put in, and you'll notice there are different colors in here. You have blue. That means that's a week. The Friday means, well, that might be the week before. And then I have the rest of the information until asked for. I'm not going to give them information about cost until they're saying, well, where's the cost? Some people are immediate. They want to know cost before they even look into it. Other people ask for the cost when they're actually engaged. So I wait on all of that. These are people that I have plugged in, and some people went through, take an invitation, but those people said no, etc. I am changing my process constantly, but I can see where my holes are in here a lot easier, so I can work my business a lot easier. But yeah, that's what my sheet looks like right now. And until, Heidi's comes out and I have that available, I'll probably work that too. But I do have so I know on Monday, here's the things that I'm going to focus on, because that way I don't have residue for the rest of the day. I don't want to think about, if I'm going to block my time, I want my next time to be blocked on them and work on my family, not be thinking about what did I miss.
We talk a lot about mindset and how much bandwidth we actually have. So the simpler you can keep everything so you can see it to track it, it is going to serve you better in the long run. So you have the energy and not exhaustion. You might think that you're exhausted, but when you have stuff tracking up here and you can't pinpoint it, I mean, when Mercy is able to release this, it keeps her present.
Yep.
And at the end of the day, I really focus, my goal is to enroll 2 people a week. That's really my ultimate goal. And so, I might start this list out with 12 or 20 people, but really be hyper focusing on those 2 that actually do get back and are engaged. And, I'm educating and engaging them. I'm following up. And just to give an example, keeping this prospecting pipeline full. From last week, I have 2 people this morning ready to get going. Awesome. And it was from what I did last week. So really, I love how you've whittled this down and you've really created, you've cleansed your prospecting sheet.
Completely. No, I mean, if we're going to be living this life of beautiful nutrition, let's live this life of beautiful organization and cleaning our minds as well as our bodies. So it's all about organizations. What works for me might not work for you, but it works for me. And I think the key to all of this, no matter what you do, no matter any process you do, the takeaway moment here that I do have to share with everyone is be mindful of who you're inviting in, because it might not be time for them, but maybe they have it going on in their lives, and we've heard it time and time again. Rather than like our own stuff all the time, Heidi's stuff and Emily's stuff and Laura's stuff, start liking other people's information about what's going on in their lives and commenting on there, because you'll see them more, they'll see you more, etc. That's how Facebook works. But think about them. Who do you know? And it doesn't come to who do you know? It comes to who do you know that this might be a great solution for one reason or another, because that voice is going to come across in your private messages and through your information that you're giving them. That's way more important than how you organize anything.
Mercy, thank you so much.
Oh, thank you, Heidi. I love it.
I am going to go ahead and take my screen back.
Yes, please do. I'm going to stop sharing.
And I'm just gonna, we're gonna wrap up the call by showing you, this to me is so, can you guys all see my screen right now?
Yes.
Okay. So guys, this is critical. The isadreamteam.com is the place that you can, it's mission control. And here's mission control right here. But and this is basically 2 pages that contain everything you need to build a multi-million-dollar business. But this is a great overview of our system and our 3 tracking sheets. But I would really focus on these 3 tracking sheets. When you're first starting out, you're gonna just go through this process, of inviting to take a look, add and welcome them, comment on the welcome post. It's paint by number. It is paint by number. And except, as Mercy said, you really want to, and I love that you said this, Mercy, you don't forget the human component. Do not forget the human component. So this is not robotic. This is not, your story is always going to be your story. So you might, I absolutely love a personalized welcome post. And Donna Lesniak uses this over and over and again because it's hers. Whoops, sorry. I'm the wrong, right here. Donna Lesniak uses this because it's hers. And you're going to probably want to create your own personalized welcome post. Donna uses her before and after picture. Mercy uses her before and after picture. But you can see here, they're awesome, but it comes straight from the heart, not from the head. It's their story. It's not robotic. It comes from the heart. So here we go. These are the 2 main things you guys need to know is where to find these tracking sheets, okay? Because this is the map to building your business, these tracking sheets. And then the other thing is, you guys, our calendar, okay? Get plugged into the system with the 3 tracking sheets, and get plugged into our phone calls and our live webinars and the live events. And guys, it's pretty simple. We don't have a ton of calls. We really don't. We have our call today. This is all, by the way, in Central Standard Time. So, you know, if you're Mountain Time, it's an hour later. I mean, I'm sorry, if you're Eastern Time, it's an hour later. If you're Mountain Time, it's an hour earlier. But here we have the call we're on right now. Okay, if you click on that, it has all the information you need to plug into this Zoom call. Now, you want to get to executive. Why? Because then you get to be on Lisa's call, which is right after this, Lisa DeMayo's call, which is for executives only. And this is a phenomenal call where we really, you know, talk about great ideas, and some of them show up here on the Monday call. But here's the other call we have. And then we have Lynn's call. She's doing this 13-week team series on Wednesday evening. Her calls are much more high level, okay? These calls are really about going pro. Go pro. You know, learn the intricacies of building this business. Do it like a professional. These are very high level. Like last week they had one about how to organize your calendar. I mean, that's great for a brand new person, but you know, that's kind of the difference of these two. And then Friday, we have our Freedom Friday call, and Danielle, it's another Zoom call like this. Plug in there. You're going to learn something new every time you plug into this Freedom Friday call, and that talks about how to get paid. And then I have, you know, I want to mention all of these steps. There's nothing better than being live one-on-one. Like Mercy and I were talking about the magic that happened at our Breakthrough to the Beach. I do for our team a Breakthrough to the Beach. It's a top achievers trip, and the relationships we made there and the content, how we learned from each other, it was just magic. There's nothing that compares with live events, but you almost need the live events. Getting people to the live events are a byproduct usually of putting them through this process of prospecting, you know, using the tools that we're talking about on these Monday calls, because it's very hard to get people here if they're not already intrigued a bit. You know, they don't want to take an hour and drive somewhere. And so, but I wanted to say I'm starting these Freedom Friday events at my house. I know there's in St. Louis, they're having these healthy hours. And I'm so excited to get back to live events, because that's when, I don't know, there's something that's incomparable to that. That's why Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump aren't just sitting there on the news. They're actually going to different places and campaigning at the grassroots level. So Mercy, thank you so much. I'm going to stop the recording. And Emily, congratulations. Mercy, congratulations for all your success this week. What a great call. As I mentioned, this call will be uploaded to the appropriate place right here. You're going to be able to find it here just like last week. There's our call that explains the how of the invitation to take a look. And Mercy just explained the how of adding and welcoming to RPR and commenting on the welcome post. She just explained that process. So, okay, let me stop the recording. This is, okay. And you guys, go ahead. If anyone has any questions, I'm going to open it up. You can unmute yourself and ask any questions. Anybody?